I'm Eli Lesser with the 110 Football Show, and welcome to another episode of Eli's MLS Player Spotlight. Today, I am joined by RSL winger Justin Meram. Justin, how are you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
You grew up in Michigan, you played college soccer at Michigan, but your parents immigrated to America from Iraq. And I just wanted to know, how did your Iraqi heritage play into your upbringing?
Being Chaldean, being a Catholic Iraqi was very important to not only myself, but to my family and to our friends. And, there's a huge Chaldean population in Michigan. So, the Iraqi heritage was always going to be with us, growing up in the States. So I think we're very fortunate that, we didn't lose sight of where we came from or where our parents came from. And we adapted to the American culture as well. So I think, myself and my brothers, we have a good balance. We can turn on the Chaldean and be very flamboyant when we want, and we can also, interact with, Americans, and because we are American and born here. But I think my parents did a fantastic job raising us when they came to the States and knew, school was very important, and, work ethic is very important. And, all my three older brothers have been very successful, engineer, architect, and construction management, all owning their own companies at certain points. So just, the work, the work mentality, my father, coming from Iraq to, Michigan, by himself and having to go to night school to learn English. And, that type of like commitment to do something in life is, second to none. And I think he installed that in us. So, we got to be very thankful for my dad and for my mom.
You've represented Iraq at the international level, and I was just wondering, what made you choose them over maybe playing for the U.S. where you grew up, and what's your favorite moment been with the national team?
Yeah, so representing Iraq's been a huge, blessing, in my career. When I had the opportunity, when I got the call in 2012, it took a couple of years to get my paperwork. And during that time, Jurgen wanted to call me in for a January camp. January camp for 2015. The issue was I played in a golf tournament in 2014 for Iraq. Wasn't cap tied then, but there was Asia Cup in January 2015 in Australia. And, I had to make a hard decision, but I made the right decision, and I made the best decision to represent Iraq. And, been playing with them for, 5+ years. And it's been amazing to go back to Iraq and to play in front of the fans. And, my favorite memory is got to be the first time I got to play in Iraq, when the sanctions were lifted by FIFA, and to play in front of 60, 70,000 in Basra, brand new stadium there. And it was just 40,000 fans 2 hours before the game. That's, just singing and cheering, and that feeling, I get goosebumps. So for me, the first time I stepped foot in, my home country, is a feeling and a moment I'll never, forget.
No, absolutely. Well, since your first stint with Columbus, you kind of been around the league a little. You went to Orlando, which we will definitely not talk about. Then you went to Atlanta, back to Columbus, and now you seem to have found a home at RSL. And also, I hear recently you've become a father. So I'm just wondering, how is all that moving, plus becoming a father, change your perspective on everything?
Yeah, I mean, it's so interesting because you go so many years at one team, and when you're either ready for new contract or new team, and it's like once you crack open that door to like stepping outside of your initial club, it's like it's easy to move again, and another team be interested. Okay, I've already moved, I know what the process is. So it's so intriguing to me because it's like I wonder if I never left, would I still be in Columbus? But I think for me, you learn a lot, when you go to new teams and you meet a lot of new people and different coaches. And, um, the Orlando thing, I'm not afraid to talk about it. It just, it wasn't a great fit, for both parties. And, I struggled early on, and, I couldn't get out of the funk, and, some things off the field happen, and it's not one person, and they're doing really well. And, I'm happy to see them. Those fans deserve, success. And, they're a very good team now. And I think they have the right manager and the right players. So that's awesome for them. And, then I made my way back to Columbus. And then, Greg left to the national team, and Caleb came in, and, he had his style. And, Atlanta was knocking. And, for me, that's a dream club to play for. And I came at a great time where, I was able to, get some minutes early, and then, solidify my spot. And, those were some of the best moments, outside of Columbus. Those were some of the best moments, in my career, playing in Mercedes-Benz, and those fans, and, the way they supported me. And my success there was, due to my teammates, the quality on the field, the city, just everything, came together at the right time. And, I was loving life. I was loving football again. And, I think if I never went to Atlanta and had that success, maybe I wouldn't have been here at RSL, or maybe, I wouldn't be playing still. And so I give my heart to Atlanta, because, I felt like they gave me a second chance, so to speak, and, really brought my quality out again.
Yeah, and talk a bit more about Real Salt Lake now. Heading into the season, not many people had RSL doing very well, and I just want to know, what do you think has just gone right so far for the club?
I'll compare a little bit of RSL with, Columbus back in the day. Before now, they're spending big money. I don't know where that money was, when I was there, but we're it's like we're a small team, but a lot of good quality players. And if you look at our roster, it's, very balanced. We got a lot of very good young players, good veterans, good foreign players. And we're a steady team. We're very good. Every game we're going to be in it. It's 1-1 in Seattle, one of the best teams before that 90-minute, penalty. So we can go anywhere and, hang with the best. And, I think we're not the flashy LAs, and, what other teams are spending. Toronto spending big money, New York City. And, I think we're just one of those teams that is steady, great guys in the locker room, going to fight, roll up our sleeves. And when you have that collective day in and day out, you're always going to be in the game. And I think that's, something we pride ourselves on here. And it's been good to see, no matter, who we play, that, we're always in the game, which is impressive. And, we've only lost 2 games in the first 9. And, really those 2 losses, we were tied and winning. And, I could see us, in the second half of the season, or, to be even better than we were in the first third.
Absolutely. And now on to Saturday's match. My last question. What will it take for this team to defeat LAFC?
I think we gotta, we're gonna get some goals. They're gonna, they have quality. They'll score. I think for us, and it's just like last game, is, we gotta finish our chances. We gotta, when we're up 1-0, we gotta kill the game out. We gotta get the second one, because when you play against a team like LAFC, 1-0 is never enough. They can score 2 goals within 5 minutes, right? And so I think we need to dictate the tempo. I think we need to make them suffer a little bit in the altitude, keep the ball, and, make them work extremely hard and make them earn it. I think we've given up some soft goals, just bad mistakes by us. That happens in the game, but when it's a quality team that you're playing against, you got to make them earn it, and you got to make them earn it the hard way. And, we got to do everything possible to stop their big players.
Well, Justin, best of luck on Saturday and for the rest of the season. That's all I have for you. Anyways, guys, I'm Eli Lesser with the 110 Football Show, and this has been Eli's MLS Player Spotlights. I'll see you guys next time.